Five. One, two, three, four, five. Five. Five ways that I am going to refuse service to you, right? I mean, I'm nice to everybody, and 99.9% of my clients are absolutely awesome. But there are at least five ways that people can get themselves blacklisted from my boutique. Hi, I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique. And the first thing is a no-show. We work by appointment only, and that's because each appointment takes about an hour. And if you have an appointment booked and you don't call to cancel, and I don't mean at the very last second, right? But you should call to cancel if you can't make it. That takes an appointment away from somebody else who is really looking forward to their appointment. And so, if you just no-show, I'm not going to book you again. Or if you call me at the very last second, like, 15 minutes before your appointment, no. I might book you, but it'll be 6 months down the road. I'm not booking you in right away. So you might as well go someplace else, because unless you want to wait 6 months, it's just not fair to the other people who are waiting. And I think that's reasonable. Now, there's always emergencies that come up, and I understand that, but sometimes people are like, oh, yeah, I didn't remember to cancel, or, yeah, I didn't bother, I forgot, whatever. Nope, sorry. That's it. Another way is if you're late. Now, I hold open your appointment for 15 minutes. So if your appointment's at 1 o'clock, I'll hold it till 1:15. And anything after that means that we're probably going to run long into somebody else's appointment time. And again, that's just not fair. So if you're late and you don't call, then again, it's going to be 6 months before I book you again. Now, some people call and they say, hi, I'm running late. Can I still come? Like that happened today. I had somebody call. Her appointment was at 1 o'clock. And she said, I'm running late. Can I still come? And we figured out when she would be here, and it turned out okay. And that's fine. But if you just, like I had somebody who chronically would show up late, like she would be 15 minutes late for her appointment, and I'd call her at, 15 minutes after, and she's like, oh, I'm just leaving. I'll be there in 40 minutes. Oh, no. And she was doing this all the time, and, I'd be like, no, you can't make it. You can't come in. So, that's a shame. And when I started booking her 6 months out, she realized that she has to be on time, or else it's going to be another 6 months. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but you can't be doing that to people. You're not just doing it to me, you're doing it to somebody else who's waiting for, a very important appointment, and at least it's important to them. The third way is if you're a racist. I'm sorry. You'd be surprised at things that people say. It's just not okay. I find it offensive. They talk about their neighbors. They talk about whoever. And yes, I will complete your appointment, and I will be polite and courteous and kind and give you this wonderful service that you deserve. But we just won't rebook you. If you have certain feelings towards certain people, I guess you're entitled to that, and you can just keep that to yourself. I don't need to hear anybody else's hate. Okay? Yeah. I'm just not going to, I'm not going to listen to it. So we'll complete your purchase. You'll leave. You'll think everything's fine. And then you'll just find you can't get another appointment with me. Wonder why. The fourth reason is if you're a Karen. Most of my clients are absolutely amazing. They're kind, they're sweet, they're thoughtful. But I've had just a handful of people come in who are Karens. They'll yell at me, they'll be demanding, they're rude on the phone, they want me to, find them things that don't exist, and then when they want these things that don't exist, like one woman wanted a certain style bra in her size, and it's really hard to find a bra in her size to begin with, but in this particular style, and she didn't believe me. She thought that I was gatekeeping. So I sent her all of my digital catalogs from all of my suppliers, and she's like, well, I don't have time to look at those. Well, then you have to take my word for it. So, and she screamed and she yelled and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, no, 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 no. Absolutely not. I don't need to deal with that. So, canceled her appointments and told her she can't come back. She's not welcome. And then the fifth thing happens all the time. People who want me, to help them commit fraud, insurance fraud. What? So I can't tell you how many times people come in and want me to fudge information, change pricing on their receipts, do all these things for their insurance. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to put my business at risk so that you can save $50. Why would I do that? How are you bold enough to ask somebody to commit fraud for you? No, no, no. Then you just don't come back. You know, and fair enough, people ask, that's fine. So some people say, hey, can we put this down instead of that down? Or can we do this and that instead of that? You know, can we make it look like I bought 2 bras instead of 4 bras and raise the price or whatever? And they can ask. I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't do that. That would be considered insurance fraud. And then they drop it. Most people just drop it. But if you're pushing me to do it, you're trying to talk me into it, no. Then I don't need that kind of bad karma around me. So then it's just a no. And again, I won't be booking you again. Again, doesn't hurt to ask. You can ask me anything. But if you're pushing for it after I've already said no, then it's not going to happen. Or people who try to defraud me. That's happened before, where, you know, somebody was coming in and a third party was paying for their products. And this person said to me, oh, okay, well, you know, this is what I want. And I'm like, okay, but that third party hasn't given me approval yet, because this third party is a government organization, and they will give me a written guarantee that they will pay for this product for this person. And so I said, well, I haven't got the guarantee yet. So, you know, I can't release the bra unless you want to pay for it in full. And she said, no, you've known me for years. You know, what do you think? I'm going to steal your bra? And I'm like, no, but I need payment. I need assurance of payment. Well, you know, as soon as they give me the check, I'll pay you. You know me, I'll pay you. I do know her, and I know I won't get paid. If she walks out of there with my bra and she hasn't paid for it, I'm never getting paid. And so she got really rude about it and was saying, well, you don't trust me? You know, how long have you known me? And I just simply explained to her, you know, whether I trust you is not an issue. I'm running a business, and I do not let any product leave unless it's paid for or I have a guarantee of payment. As it turns out, that third party had declined to pay for her product for whatever reason. So she would have just left with the bra, and I would be out that money. So those are the 5 reasons that I would decline service to somebody, or you may have your service postponed for 6 months. It's just a matter of courtesy. The first 2, no show and being late, you know, things happen and we'll talk about it, but you know, the racism and being a Karen and fraud, no, you're gonna have to shop someplace else, which is too bad because I give the best service in the world. My name's Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and tell me about your experience if you've ever run into any of these 5 things, and how did you handle it? Thanks, we'll see you soon.